Yeah. Okay. Now, just picture me high up with my top down on Highland and Sunset, doing 85 on the top deck. See, step by step, we walking on stars. If you looking for some action, you ain't gotta go that far.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling wave can't be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love? Oh, oh yeah. Just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. And the only one I ever see with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my whole scenery with your astonishing beauty. You couldn't make a brother sing, no ordinary thing, a supernatural thing. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are.
Sorry is all that you can say. Years gone by and still words at the right time. You'll be mine. I love you. It's all that you can say. Years gone by and still.
Hello and welcome to City Television, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember that this is the Art Gallery with me, Olivier? Now today, you should actually know that we are at Metropole Hotel in Kampala, and we are at the 4th year finalist dinner of academic year 2013-2014. With me here is a lovely couple, and trust me, you are going to be seeing all sorts and all kinds of fashion in the building today. But here at Art Gallery, what we are interested in the most is the artistic touch that has been given to people's outfits, to people's hair, to the makeup, the shoes, and all those other tiny little details that you could ever think of. So I cannot wait to dive in. Actually, I'm standing. Let me actually stand with you. Let me stand with you. Allow me to pat you guys. Hello, how are you? Fine, how are you? I'm good. What's your name? And on this other side, Agri. So you guys decided to come as a couple here. Is there anything artistic that binded you together? Violet, I can see you all dressed to kill. Tell me, what inspired your outfit?
First of all, from first year, I was very excited about this dinner. So I prepared just enough to look hot, elegant, and fascinating. Because the red carpet moment is ours. This is 4th year, and we are closing it in elegance.
Okay, tell me 3 artistic words to close up your whole outfit.
What I can say is that people should actually look at, first look at you.
Okay.
First of all, look at your figure. Then you can look at your back.
Wow, okay. This girl has it. This girl has it.
Before you look for an outfit, know your body, know your color, and then you look hot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've had it from the first couple to enter in the house. Okay, what's your name? Mosingos and John. Hello, how are you? I can see you guys are dressed to kill. How did you match this whole thing together?
Well, it happened by coincidence.
John, I think you had something to discuss already.
That is your opinion, with all due respect.
Anyway, because I was you guys are actually looking so nice, so let me just leave you go and enjoy it. I do not want to say but I'll be tempted.
You can codename it.
Oh, I'm just going to like mute up here. Hello, how are you? What's your name? I should say you're looking so smart. Now, blue, white, and red. I mean, it's a whole different color wheel. So how did you try and get this together?
Lucy. Just like the blue color, everything that she selected for me.
Ooh,
Tell her to cut.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. I'm fine.
I'm good. I can see you're looking so smart. What inspired you to join African wear?
Well, I wanted to be different and having two guys because you don't know what one wants and the other one. So I decided to have something that they both love.
Well, I think I need to go over. Hello, how are you? Good, what's your name? Hello, how are you? Hi, what's your name? Irene, tell me, you guys are doing this whole issue of black. I mean, black is a strong color on the color wheel. What do you have to say about your outfit?
I think I just always thought that was black but playful, fun,
and I can see you're already having a lot of fun. Irene, tell me about your outfit.
I just wanted to
have a little black dress. Wow. I should say you guys are looking smart. Thank you. Take your way inside and enjoy. Hello, how are you? I'm fine. Oh my God, I do not know where to start from. Snap and white. How did you guys, have to match yourselves up together?
It was just obvious.
Obvious.
Yes.
Should I give any more comments here?
No.
Let me just let you guys enter inside and enjoy. Thank you. Now I'm having another issue here. There is white, there is purple, there is black, there is red. Let me begin from this side. It's quite easy. How are you? I'm good. What's your name? Bill. I should say you're looking amazing. What inspired your outfit? Do my hair. I know you because you're my classmates, right? Tell me about you.
Fashion shows and stuff. So fashion something out there. So
Okay.
I said and I had to look for
I should say you're having a wonderful day.
Olivier.
Exactly. Please make your way into. Ladies and gentlemen, do remember that we are actually streaming live here from Metropole Hotel. It is the 4th year finalist dinner of academic year 2013. And guess what? I am having beautiful and lovely ladies. Just actually face the camera. I should say you guys are looking amazing. Hello, how are you?
My name is Rhoda Musima. I'm a journalism and communication student in my 4th year, majoring in communication. And my co-hosts are...
Yes, I'm Jumba Derek, aka Skizat. Yeah, a journalism and communication student, 4th year. Yeah, I'm an artist, I'm a TV presenter on ATV. So you can catch me every Tuesday and Wednesday and Sunday, 7:30 to 8 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Peter Kaweju. Next on our panel this evening, put your hands together and welcome Mr. Gerald Businja. A lecturer again of journalism and mass communication, someone we're very familiar with, but also a news editor at Uganda Radio Network. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Wilson Kalija. Yes, our panel is actually full of people with diverse knowledge in the field of journalism and mass communication, personalities that we look up to that have practiced the skills that we have been learning. So next on our panel we have the Deputy News Editor of the New Vision, Mr. Francis Kagolo. Please welcome him. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to vote for your best personalities in the categories that have been put before you.
A very good evening to you all. Thank you for turning up and looking so exquisite. You guys are looking lovely. I appreciate it. Well, I should take my seat as the moderator of the night for this discussion. We intend to keep it as short as we can due to how constrained we are with time right now. There's one more panelist to join us, and that's Kathy Dengoff, Corporate Affairs Manager, Stanbic Bank. She's just after. She'll perhaps find us on the way. I'll take maybe this opportunity to introduce some of the panelists that we have here. And the issue we're discussing, or the topic of the night is key issues arising from the ongoing technological changes in the media environment. I'll have to break that down before the panelists come in. Well, on my far left, that's Wilson Kaija Kiki. He's an assistant lecturer at the Department of Journalism and Communication. He also works with Uganda Radio Network, and I will be hearing from him, especially from his experience from the broadcast industry. Will be telling us more of how the new technological changes in the media environment have impacted the broadcast world, especially radio, in which we know him as a specialist. And to my immediate left is Mr. Peter Kauju. He's the senior PRO of KCCA and also the corporate affairs in the office of the executive director, KCCA. Welcome on board, Mr. Peter Kauju. We'll be so delighted to hear from you. And on my immediate right is Mr. Gerard Businge. He's the MD, Ultimate Media Consult. He's also a lecturer at the Department of Journalism and Communication, Makerere University, and he'll be indulging us with some of the key issues that have arose from the technological changes in the media environment, because he's more of a multimedia person, online oriented, so we'll be hoping to hear much more from him on that very topic. And then next to him is Mr. Francis Kagoro. He's an editor at Vision Group with the New Vision paper. And he'll be also enlightening us about the topic, specifically pointing out how the technological changes in the media environment have impacted, especially the print media. Well, I welcome everyone, acting chair, guest of honor, and protocol observed. They will just start this discussion, and we'll be hoping Kathy Adongo will be joining us anytime soon.
As we speak now, someone is out there streaming this discussion. As we speak now, someone is out there tweeting this discussion. As we speak, it will be somewhere on Facebook and other platforms. That goes in a way to tell you that what was is not what is now, and maybe what is now may not be tomorrow. The media landscape is changing because of the technological changes. One of the moderators of the MCs of this discussion of this evening talked about city television at the beginning. And don't be surprised to walk around all over Kampala looking for city television and failing to get an office. But city television is on air. It's online, they do programs, and they broadcast. But they don't have a frequency, they don't have an office. That also goes in a way to say that a lot has changed. Today you no longer need a transmitter, a physical office to do media work. This for now.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Kaija Wilson. You've heard it from the radio station. I quite didn't hear you mention anything concerning radio and how the new technological changes are going to affect the radio industry.
The newsroom, spend some time editing your work, editing your audio, and then go on air. That is changing because every minute you lose in the field, a citizen journalist somewhere is beating you at your own game. So we need to be faster at telling stories. We need to develop newer ways of telling stories. And yeah, that again goes back to changes in technology.
So is it a win for the radio industry, or it's an altogether loss for the radio industry?
It's both a win and a challenge.
Perhaps. Well, I want to welcome Ms. Kathy Adengo from Standing Back, Corporate Affairs Manager. Welcome to the panel. Well, we've just started. Perhaps I should now move to the online guy, the multimedia specialist, and that's Gerard Businge. Well, you realize this is all pointing to you, because if you, I feel like the entire technological changes that we are having in the media industry, it has got to do with we're talking about multimedia, we're talking about online, whatever. And so you as the guy who specializes in that field, what's your overall submission? How do you want to welcome this change, these changes and adjustments to the already established traditional media environment? Do you think it's a good thing or is it altogether a bad thing? Over to you.
Thank you very much. I hope I'm audible now. You asked very particular questions. It's a good thing. I have no doubt about it because we communicate better when we do multimedia communication. I see I'm talking to most people that have been in my classes, and I'm sure you understand what that means. That if we are using audio, video, text, graphics, and photos to communicate, we communicate full circle instead of depending on one medium. But also more specifically, I think, again, when we say these technological changes, since the beginning of the media, changes have been taking place. So change and technology is unavoidable. Things are going to change. Even within what we call new technologies, there are things that come up. For example, today SMS is being threatened as a key medium of communication. So technology is going to change, things are going to change. The issue is whether we as practitioners in media and communication are getting ready to keep relevant and offer the best of our services in these kinds of changes. For me, the key thing is to remember about the issue of mobile. If you're doing any kind of communication and you're not reaching people on mobile in their hand, certainly you're missing the point more than 90%. So if we can remember how we communicate ourselves, how we see other people really communicating, most likely it's going to end us in mobile. And when we talk of mobile, we are looking at both online as well as offline capabilities. You can use the internet. There are a lot of efforts by media houses, by journalists to communicate using the internet. But we also know people still call, people still SMS, and there are a lot of opportunities for us as communicators, as journalists to reach to people. The issue is not whether you should disregard, if you want to run your family, you don't have to disregard your grandparents, your parents, but you know they play a much lesser role as you grow, and you have to concentrate on your family. So as the realities keep coming and we get to realize them, we've got to adjust. There is no doubt about it. If you don't adjust, you will end up standing alone in the crowd. You know what we are saying. Our job is to communicate, and I can't emphasize this enough. Our job is to communicate messages from the sender to the receiver, and you have to keep looking at what is the best means for me to send this message to the receiver. Am I going to wait for the publication tomorrow only? Or I can do my publication, but also use other means, SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook, or create my own network, which I actually is the challenge I want to throw to especially my friend Kaboro here. That we need to see people not just utilizing, we're in a crisis as journalists. We made the first mistake by taking our content online for free. Now we are suffering again. People are running social media, opening accounts. That is not your business. You must create your own innovations. You must create your own platforms and create the communities and create the engagement that will keep you relevant and the center of communications.
Okay, so there is no running away. You have to embrace the things. Well, before I'll be coming back to Jared later. So before I move to the print journalist, the editor in the print media, I'll have to remind you that we are streaming live, and you can always you can send your tweets. You can tweet. The hashtag is JCO, that's in capital. Then Dinner, that's in small letters. 17. That's JCO Dinner 17. That's the official hashtag we are using. You can always tag any of the panelists, or you can revert on whatever they are saying to react to what they are saying on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Well, Mr. Kagoro, you are in print. Ugandans and perhaps generally, when people talk of traditional media, we want to look at the newspaper, we want to look at print, basically. And I want you to point out to us what are some of the key issues, the challenges that you people in the print media, you are an editor, what are these issues and challenges you face since the coming, or since the ever-changing technological development and adjustments are coming up?
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here to interact with these finalists. I'm sure some of them will have to come and join the Reading Daily. I will be happy to assist you as you start your career. My name is Francis Agoro. I'm Deputy News Editor, New Vision. Now, talking about the social media, new media phenomenon, and how it has impacted on traditional print media. I'll start with an anecdote, my experience. On March, was it 17th? I was off duty. It was a Friday, and I was tired. The previous day I had a lot of work. I was so tired, so I woke up late. I woke up at around 9:30 to check my WhatsApp, Facebook. Everyone was talking about AIG pickaways. He was shot at around 9:20. By 9:30, 10 minutes later, all pictures, everything he wanted to talk about, almost everything was on social media. But guess what? The following day, Saturday Vision, which sells an average of 20,000 copies, that day sold almost 50,000 copies. Almost 50,000 copies. What does this teach us? First of all, I would agree, I agree that social media, new media has affected ourselves. It has affected our advertising revenue, because people like my neighbor here now try to give some money to web-based media, social media platforms. But print media is still trusted. When people read what is discussed on social media, which sometimes also sets the agenda for us and for public discourse, where there is a lot of interaction, immediate feedback, breaking news. Print media no longer breaks news, we know that. They will still turn to print media because of the trust. And what will bring them to print media is the deep analysis. They are seeking for truth, the hidden truth that only print media can unearth. A lot of information won't come out on social media. And as you realize, print media has been trying to reinvent itself, remain relevant, to move with the changes. We have paywalls. New Vision doesn't have a free, we have free breaking news stories on the website. But we have paywalls. We have a paywall. We have a mobile app. You can download the paper as it is in print on your phone, and you have to pay for it. That's how we are trying to remain relevant. But I said that people who read news on social media, on Facebook, will still turn to the print, looking for deep analysis, context, background, the hidden truth that the print, as now we try to invest more in investigative journalism, will unearth. However, the challenge now, the dilemma is that for you to have that good journalism that will keep bringing people like my friend here to print, is that you have to have good journalists. And good journalists are expensive. Maintaining experienced, well-educated, good writers who have sources has become so costly because of the variety of opportunities in the market now.
I am a very good copy of yours. I left School of Mass Communication a number of years. I think I was counting after I was sharing with Francis today, and I left in 2005, so that's about 12 years ago. And true, I have served as a journalist, and I worked with quite a number of people. It was very interesting for me in journalism. I actually didn't run away because it is the same circle, and I still write. I still go to the field to research, and I interact with many people from the newsroom, so I've actually not run away. But it's all interesting. And I'm happy to contribute to today's topic. Not really differing from what my colleagues have shared here, but what I wanted to share here is that technology is actually with us, and it's been evolving with time. If you remember, right from the time of Stone Age, things kept changing. People kept making discoveries just to ensure that life is made better. So technology is here with us to improve. They started from stones. You remember the times when they kept moving to get spears up to where we are. So I think it raises a number of issues, because the topic here is talking about issues regarding technology. The time many people worked in the newsrooms, they were using typewriters, but that has since changed to what my colleagues here have been sharing, that news is now everywhere. Actually, everyone has turned into a journalist of their own, and that comes with both challenges and benefits. And it is actually happening this other side of communication and PR as well. So it has changed life for the better in some areas, and also it comes with some challenges. There is an issue with credibility of information. Yes, technology is with us, but how credible is the information that we are getting now? Many of you who are also into academia, you're actually seeing a lot of plagiarism. There's a lot of information people pick. They go to the internet and pick a lot of information and share and claim as their own, yet they have not made any attribution. So I think it's also an issue that we need to look at. There's also the issue of cybercrime, not very pronounced here in Uganda, but in the developed world, where people are using a lot of online resources. It's actually an issue, and I'm sure it's actually going to catch up with us. Accessibility is being very improved, as we indicated. You can now access information quite easily. So whether it is credible or not, that's the other issue. It has also, the technology, and to be specific, internet has also had to have an issue of censorship. Like I said, everyone is a journalist, everyone is an editor, everyone is an informer. You do not have the gatekeepers anymore. Anything happens anywhere and it is up online. So that is why you have had, in some areas, people have actually had to come in, either switch off the internet, and you know where we have been actually. I'm not going to dwell so much on that.
Well, to Kathy, you should tell us, please, okay? As a communication specialist from the public relations industry, what does it mean to you? In your submission, please do capture what this challenge? What are the challenges that you faced? The communication part. What big challenges do you face from the overgrowing technological changes?
Thank you very much. And for those who haven't met me, sorry I came in a bit late. I'm Kathy Adengo, Corporate Communications Manager for Standard Bank. I'd like to first of all commend everyone for looking absolutely stunning today. Yes, I saw you taking your selfies, keep going. On what you've raised, and I really appreciate everybody's contribution this evening. Peter's touched a lot on areas that also affect me. I know we're working both with print and online, and coming from a business perspective, as corporate communications professionals, what I like about our profession is that it touches on various versatile areas. Because we have to both wear a business hat, handling the reputation of brands, but at the same time trying to market and talk to our consumers. And as communications professionals, there's certain things that we know technology is helping us do today. And you'll notice that the change in how we're communicating is also changing the way we're speaking to our customers. It's helping us in a number of ways, because one thing for sure, we never used to be so sensitive. And we didn't think that we would have to get to a point where we try to humanize our brands. We're connecting more with our customers on that level. I know Peter mentioned that people are a bit distant, but I find that through, especially if you're a brand, whether you're Coca-Cola or anybody or Standard Bank or in ICT, you have a lot of customers you want to reach out to. Technology is helping us connect with them. We'll get their feedback. We are engaging more. And we're finding that through that, we get feedback about our services. We're able to improve. We're able to reinvent what it is that we're doing to answer your needs. So if you come to us and say, you know what, we want the ATM to talk to us, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Maybe that's what the customer wants, So we found that technology is helping us get that feedback faster, because now it's instant. You can go to a Facebook page, you can go to any of our social media pages, and be able to just tell us immediately, and we'll be able to handle it. The only challenge, of course, is that on our side, and for most businesses, they're not equipped to have the number of resources to deal with the queries and responses. You'd want to be instant, you'd want to resolve things quickly, but it takes time to build up on the capacity, especially for the teams who have to respond to you and your queries. But that's where, as communications professionals, we come in. That's where the job opportunities are. In order for you to be able to respond to the customers and address their needs online, whether you're talking to them, whether you're using WhatsApp groups or whatever, you get creative about doing this, and communication can allow you to do that. The other thing that it has had to do is change our style. Our style of communication, and if you notice now for digital, is very, people have only about 2 seconds to interpret what you're trying to say online. So while they're scrolling through their feed, they've just watched a cat do a backflip, then he's reading a serious news clip, then at the same time he's following the friend who just gave birth, and there's so much news feed that's going through their page. While you're doing that, you have to think as a business, how do I creatively send out my message to make sure that once the customer looks at it online, it has impact. So even how we deliver our messages has changed. It's more visual. It has to be more colorful, more vibrant to get their attention. So we're having to reinvent that. And I know this is something I also wanted to mention about what are the students, even in your final year studying, that are helping you to cope with how we're changing our style and tone. Even how we message. The 140 character limit is an actual art of writing. Because in order for you to nail that one, thing that you want to say in those short phrases has to be well thought out. It's a very creative process. So I think there's that too, that element of style and creativity.
So maybe we will expect you to contribute from where you are. But let's get some reactions from the audience to the topic of the night, and maybe you want to refer to any of the discussants' submissions. So please, over to you.
I'm a journalism major, and apparently working with a digital marketing company. And what I learned from referring to your question, what are some of the strategies for your career? So for this, in my journalism career, I'm very interested in photojournalism and photography. However, as my job shifts somehow far away from photography, It is majorly digital marketing. Well, what I learned from there is that, well, the discussion here for online media, whereas you can find everyone and their mother claiming that they can do any online marketing, or there is strategies that are laid for a different online strategy, which is digital oriented, not simply this trend of fake news. Anyone can post pictures anyhow, whether they are censored or not. However, in this sense of digital marketing, digital and online strategies, whereby me as an individual, either as an individual or as a company, what strategy do I have for you as a media company that is different from a detergent company? You understand that? Yeah. So that is the strategy that I'm laying outside my photojournalism.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it's been something to learn, really. Well, Andrew, on a panel as solid as this last year, I caught you said when you're looking for news, don't go to Facebook. I remember retweeting that with a lot of self-agreement. I wonder, do you still hold the same position today?
I think it has gotten worse.
Really?
First of all, you know I belong to the category of people who seriously think about something called introspection. I came here because I also want to interact with young upcoming journalists. Every day I ask myself, we journalists consider ourselves the fourth estate. Maybe it's time so that I can look at all of you. We consider ourselves as the fourth estate. And across the world, if you watch British, European, American media, we say our role is to hold public officials accountable. So we exercise what we call an oversight function on those who exercise power. As part of my introspection is, who gives us this moral authority to hold, for example, elected officials to account? No one has elected us. We go to school, we study, and have a job where we earn an income. And we believe we pursue the common good of society by our profession, not because anyone has given us that mandate through an electoral platform. Right? The second element about introspection, there are certain basic things you learn in journalism. We should be truthful and accurate. We should be fair and balanced. We should provide context to our stories. Every day I ask myself, in our reporting, do we do that really? Do we convey information to our audiences? The students who are studying journalism, let me facilitate you guys in public relations. If you're a journalist, in writing a story, are you telling the truth and therefore conveying accurate information to your audience, or are you conveying your prejudices? I have a young team of people I work with at my office. I challenge them and I ask them to challenge me on this topic. Let me give you an example. We all believe UPE is a disaster. Am I correct? Yeah. Would all of you put your hands up and say UPE is a disaster? How many of you think it's a disaster?
No. Is it?
Okay. But there is a broad perception that UPE has been an unmitigated disaster. It's a common feeling among very elite Ugandans, especially those who are mentally retarded on Facebook. But let me tell you something. As a journalist, it is our job to step away from that common narrative and try to establish some neutral, what we call universal standard. How do you judge the performance of UPE? It started in 1997. This year they celebrate 20 years. What is our role as journalists? Is it to purvey Ibrahim Semutu Uganda's prejudice as a politician seeking to gain advantage over the government? Is it to establish facts? How do we establish those facts that are in a neutral way? And if you establish them in a neutral way and they go against what is popular, are you as a journalist willing to stick out your neck for facts? Because sometimes you can defend facts and the public don't agree that those are the facts because they have alternative facts, meaning they have prejudice in their mind. So let me come to UPE. I always tell the journalists, let us say, what are the things that we can establish are indicators of a performance of such an education program? One could be, we could look at inputs into UPE. What are inputs? The training, the number of teachers per student, number of students per classroom. We could say the number of students per textbook. If we establish those neutral indicators, we say how many textbooks per student existed, or students per textbook in 97, in 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, because it gives us qualitative change over a period. How many students were in a classroom in 97, in 2005, in 2010, 2015, and today? How many teachers were available per this number of students? Was it 1 to 120, 1 to 90? Is it changing? Is it improving? Those are inputs. The other thing we could do is outputs. How do we measure outputs?
Wind up, Andrew.
Okay. So the issue of outputs is how many students who joins P1 actually see P7. That's an output. What is the dropout rate? The other output is how many of those who sat PLE in 2000 passed in Division 1, Division 2 and failed, and how has that changed over time? But given that the dropout rate is about 70% of UPE, we need also to see those who drop out, therefore don't take PLE. How do we measure them? I think there are some studies done by the World Bank, by UNEP, on literacy tests, pedagogical tests like literacy, numeracy, and English language tests. How is a student in P5 or P4 or P6 competent in doing the numerical numbers or the English language consistent with that class level? If we establish those standards, we can report from there. Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen any journalists in Uganda do that? So I can tell you, my own suspicion is a lot of what we have in Uganda journalism. Honestly, I find it appalling. And for us to claim that we represent the public, I think we stand to convey the public's prejudices rather than to be neutral or impartial arbiters in the policy debates. We don't contribute much to public debate.
Thank
we
you.
contribute more confusion.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. This was one of the graduate Very good submission. Thank you so much. Well.
Yes, I also attended last year's dinner, and he claimed Facebook was a useless platform, but he spends 90% of his time on Facebook. So I think it's Secondly, he's saying that the quality of journalists that we have in the country is quite appalling. You're a journalist yourself, and you have so much experience. What have you done about it?
Are you students of journalism?
Yes.
So I am sorry, I would not intend to hurt your feelings or to embarrass you, but I am a very blunt person. So you have already said I spend 90% of my time on Facebook. I actually spend less than 0.1% of my time on Facebook. Every day, I can post once in a week something and I don't even read the comments because they don't expect any sense from there. But I think that some sense I expect.
And why you post it in the first place then?
Because there are many sensible people who can go there and read and learn, and there are very many senseless people who I don't think they will understand what I'm saying. That is one. So there, 90% of my time I hardly visit Facebook. I am not a Facebook user because I don't find it valuable.
You might get news on Facebook.
So imagine I've already located 90%. Please try to be fair and natural and find out how much 90%. Don't speculate, find out. The second thing was, what am I trying to do? I have told you. So you are not even listening to what I'm saying. I said, at my office, I run a newspaper. I have young people I train. And I keep telling them, if you're going to discuss UPE, this guy didn't want me to continue. But I was explaining what are the inputs, what are the outputs, how do we judge them and stand apart from all this prejudice so that when we write about UPE from that neutral position. Look at the independent. You see our stop line. You buy the truth, we pay the price. I don't mind. You can send Museveni, bribe him, when it's compromised, whatever. I don't mind. I believe I should follow my conscience. If Museveni does the right thing, I should defend it. If he does the wrong thing, I should oppose it. Same with best. In other words, I think that Ugandan journalists have become politicians. They are conveyors of prejudice. You see, in Uganda right now, if you look at the popular mood, there must be some basic research that is based on neutral indicators that are not subject to my personal prejudice. That's my point. And I train my journalists at Independent to do exactly that.
Thank you. I would love to end it at that. Very interesting debate.
I have learned something from Kanye. I have learned that in communication, we should not avoid research, and we shouldn't ignore the new media because it's one of the avenues where fake news starts. It's one of the avenues where people create fake news, and it cannot be ignored because sometimes it's really true. But people twist it. You know, when people exchange things, share things, they twist it, and the conversation changes. So
my name is Yuri Luaga. I work with Stanley Bank, and I'm the digital and social media manager. My career hasn't always been in this field. I started out just like you guys, and I wanted to contribute to this discussion because it seems like it's one versus the other, and it's not that way at all. It's not traditional versus online. It's actually integrated. Journalism is integrated communication, is integrated marketing. So you find that all the skills you pick from school, you actually apply them online, which is why you see that traditional media is opening up and having very big and fast digital and social media departments. So it's not one way or the other. Where you have fake news, you can actually have fake news in print as well. Yeah? So what you see is that you see BBC, CNN, Bloomberg, all these big outlets actually have the online versions. Our own local traditional outlets also have digital platforms. So you see Vision Online, you see Monitor Online. So it's not a competition. It's not. So what Kathy said is that we have to adapt because the needs of today's world are online. If you look at Uganda, 70% of our population is young. And we are all, the first thing we do is get mobile phones. The way we communicate to each other is on WhatsApp. So where's the world going? Are you learning for now or you want to have a long-term career? I think that's a question we need to ask ourselves.
I'm Matthias, from Artisel. I'm the social media manager. I'm glad to meet the person who share responsibilities, not from another entity, that's the big bank. Social media or digital is actually one thing that you cannot separate from journalism. Actually, I'm very worried that journalists are trying to attack us. To attack. I say us, actually, accidentally, because I am not a journalist. But when you go out there and try doing this thing, you realize that it needs journalists. Because digital has very many entities. We have PR, there is digital marketing, and there is that other part of it of just doing it for socializing. So I think that as journalists, you should just embrace this because it's part of you. Actually, me, I did do journalism. I did another course, which actually is a liberal course. But when I hold this phone and I try to build up a tweet, for example, it is 140 characters, but I find it at times hard because I have to put in that part of other aspect of journalism and communication. So I think we should just embrace it rather than pushing it away. Thank you very much.
My name is Prince. Call me Ronnie Prince. I work with Rural Electrification Agency. And only a few years ago, I was the president of Mojika, Makerere University Journalism. Yes. Thank you for organizing this, and it's good to see you, my lecturers, Andrew, and a lot more, Ivan. But what I'm trying to say is, I want to try to defend Andrew. When I was the president, because they asked, what have you done? And I felt like really he didn't, you asked, what has he done? Andrew has been there for the very young ones, if you ask me, in terms of the media industry. He has nurtured a lot of us. Some of us, he doesn't even remember us. But I remember he organized 2 trips. Yeah, in Rwanda, we went and visited Rwanda. We were honored, Andrew. Thank you so much. We had a platform called Real Journalism. He's so passionate about these facts. If you're going to say Andrew is going to spend 90% of his time on social media, you had better search through a bit and see, are you telling the truth? And if you know, I know that most of you have learned about media ethics. And you know, it's not only about the categorical imperative of Immanuel Kant. Truth. When do we apply the truth? When do we look at the golden mean? Do we look at Raoul's veil? Okay? I want us to be able to apply these things in the day-to-day activities. Okay? When we go out there to work. When do I decide to do the extreme truth like it is saying? Okay? When do I look at utilitarianism? Okay? Now, once we have that, we are able to search for the truth and we'll get the facts that we need for our stories. And the public will be able to trust us because we have given ourselves the role of the public what? Public defenders, purveyors of the right information. Now, where I work, I oversee about 28 districts. I cross the Nile and up to Karamoja, Kotido, Abim. There are people who have never heard of social media. People in Kole district who have told me, don't bring electricity here because we hear in a patch where it is, miscarriages are taking place. Fruits are ripening before time. Skewed ideas about electricity. But we are trained to change perceptions and attitudes. Let's not be part of those who will perpetrate lies and so forth. Thank you very much.
Our invited guests, our sponsors, members of staff, and most importantly, our Bagole. Assalamu alaikum. Well, I see hunger is starting to do certain things to us, so I don't want to take that direction to fight with it. Allow me also not to interrupt the fire that is in the house, the discussion. I want that to continue. And to do that, allow me to invite our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Ibrahim Sebujunganda, to have a word, and then we'll continue the discussion. You are most welcome, Honorable.
One correction, I am not Right Honorable. But thank you very much for inviting me. Maybe like Andrew said, when William Taylor called me, I was excited that I was coming to interact with upcoming journalists. I am not one of the great speakers. I actually came to learn. But I am happy I learned at this function that I am a guest of honor. So thank you very much for to those who are finishing. I guess this part has been organized because there are people who are completing their course at Makerere. I want to congratulate you. And I have learned from maybe Andrew. I don't want to be a prophet of doom. There are plenty of opportunities where you are coming, provided you decide on what you want to do. I was telling one of your lecturers that many people who go to do journalism at the universities don't do it because they have passion for it. I remember my own case when we were filling forms at Senior 6. I filled all the courses that I was allowed to. Eventually, I ended up in journalism. Of course, I liked it later, but if there was an opportunity, in fact, I attempted to run away. But Dr. Chimbaba told me, you will not run away. Eventually, I liked journalism. So many of the people who go to do journalism don't do it because they like it. But you fill in forms and they put your name on the notice board that you be admitted to do journalism. Therefore, you may not derive satisfaction from your work because you set out not to go and do journalism, but look for a course that will allow you to get a job and make money. So if your 4 years at Makerere University is for you to go and get a good job and make money, you may not make any contribution to journalism. You may actually run from one place to another.
Forever seems like a long time, but nothing seems like a long time when I am with you. I feel like I'm walking on water since the day that I asked your father to let go of his daughter. So give me your blessing, sir, I'll give her all that I've got. It doesn't look like much, but it sure feels like a lot. Let her take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand again and again. Right where we stand.
I never really know what love is, but whatever it is, I feel it in your kiss.
These students have started the art very early. They have 2 books, but the important, what's good is that they are selling very good products. They have very good books. I just want to, how many of us, apart from of course those who are on organizing committee and bought the books, how many of us have had a book known as Wizard of the Crow? There is a prize if you guess. The book called Wizard of the Crow. Wizard of the Crow. No one. Do we have literature students in the house? I did literature, so I think there are students who do. Literature is an elective, right? Yeah? So you did literature in Ronyastar? Anyway, this is a book. It's an epic production from Ngugi wa Thiong'o. It's his latest book, if I'm not mistaken. It's called The Wizard of the Crow. Anyways, I have another book here. This is very light, for light readers. I know many of you don't want to be burdened with very heavy books. So this is a very light read. Have you ever had a king divorce? A king, especially in the Victorian ages, the British monarchy. So this is a play. It's a drama. Very, very interesting. Those of you who have read Shakespearean dramas, you know, Twelfth Night, Othello, Romeo and for the love of Romeo and Juliet. This is one of those very, very, very gripping dramas. And the title of the book is A Man for All Seasons. I'm sure many of you have heard about that title. A Man for All Seasons. Not Tino Acheves. Tino Acheves is the man of the people. This is A Man for All Seasons. So those of you who want to read through a drama that a cocktail of love, religion, royalty, and all that. It's a very, very simple, very simple, very small, very simple drama. A very light read.
You are all looking amazing. Thank you so much for coming by. It's been great. It's been a great experience. We are sorry for wherever we've gone wrong. Wherever we've not reached expectations, please do forgive us. Yes? It was a big, big, big task that we had to execute this, to put it through. We faced some of the hardest challenges, but we thank God that it has come to an end. Thank you all for participating. Please, we are still having fun till tomorrow, perhaps. Yes? As you may all know, after here, I'll be heading to Ambience for some shaking. Yeah, we still have lots and lots of beers just at the back. I'm wondering why people haven't started taking. So, without wasting any more time, I'll invite the acting chair, Mr. J.B. Bakola, to give just one or two remarks and invite the award, the awarding ceremony officially. Please, Mr. Acting Chair, over to you.
I bring for you apologies and greetings from our head of department, Dr. William Tayewa. He has been out of the country on official duty. He has been external examining at the Daystar University in Nairobi. As we speak, he's en route back to Uganda, so unfortunately he's not able to join us, but he sends his apologies. I was requested to say one or two. I will say one. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for being a very good class. Members of staff, thank you very much for joining our students. And as you plan to go out there, we wish you all the best. Good luck. Work hard. It is one last lap that is left. Do not relax now, and the world is waiting for you. Go and be the ambassadors of the Department of Journalism and Communication.
Thank you very much, Abbas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My job is very, very simple. When we heard about the finals dinner and the fact that we love supporting the youth, and especially in the journalism and communication world, the chair organizing asked us if we could be part of this. And one of the things that he asked us to do is to help in the awarding process. So what we did was to come up with how the awarding system would be. So we created a page on our website, the Media Challenge Initiative, and this platform was used by the students to vote. And in my left hand, I have an envelope that has the results from you people, what you did and what you decided. And I want to ask the chairperson organizing committee to come and receive this envelope. It is sealed. It is the chair organizing, so that I know I'm giving the results to the right person, and then you'll know what to do.
Thank you so much For this, I can confirm that it's a sealed envelope, and whatever is in here is what has come out with the voting. So I think then I will have to call the acting chair to come and present, maybe with a CEO media challenge to present the awards to the winners.
For most outstanding social students, even in class, the winner is Flavia Nalusiva.
Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, but I got stamina. And I see another mountain to climb, but I got stamina. I need another lover be mine, 'cause I got stamina. Don't give up, I won't give up, don't give up.
Most outstanding social student in their class, the winner is Doris Nyanzi. Most outstanding student in category of online journalism, Gabriel Piana. In the field, category print media, is one we all know as Daily Monitor, Eric Chama. Outstanding student leader, I think this is pretty obvious, I've remembered. Outstanding student mobilizer, Agnes Namakula. In the next category, we have most outstanding lecturer. And I would love to say something about the winner. The winner is actually one who has always taught us new applications and technologies. Yes, the winner is Mr. Gerald Bussi. In the same regard, the next category has organization with outstanding internship. The organization that has won this category is Ultimate Media Consult.
Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, but I got stamina. And I see another
impacted all our lives during our life at campus. We have disturbed them for timetables, we have disturbed them for lecture time, and they have relentlessly communicated to us, ladies and gentlemen, the category is that of class representatives. So first we have the one and only Lucy Agwan.
Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, well, I got stamina. And I see another mountain to climb, but wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes. Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, well, I got stamina.
The next class representative is John Bogera.
Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes. Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, well,
And the last class representative is Simon Patrick Lapien.
wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, well, I got stamina.
The sportsman of the year. And the winner is Josiah Sozi.
Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes,
Debaters and analysts of the year. The winner is Namu Jackson.
wanna know the best, but
So the entrepreneur of the year is no one else but myself.
wanna know the best, but I got stamina.
Stylish person of the year, Najma Salim.
Wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, well, I got
Most articulate person in Uganda, Nabuma Rebecca.
wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my
We have the funniest person, Sebaja Ivan, the couple of the year. And the winning couple, in case one is not around, the person around can come, Richard and Miguel. Most improved lifestyle. This is someone who I will not say anything, but the winner is Rita Kebigisa.
wanna know the best, but I got stamina. Wanna know I close my eyes, well, I got stamina. And I see another mountain to climb, but I got stamina.
The first award is going to the chairman of the committee, and to us, we would like to say that we are very grateful for all the work that you have done, for all the sacrifices that you have put in your time, that you have used for different things. You've taken enough time to organize an event that has turned out to be very spectacular in our lives. We would love to say thank you, and I would love to invite the social media manager for AfriCell, Mr. Semanda Mathias, to hand over this award. I don't know whether he's still on. Oh, please, welcome. Thank you, Mr. Julian Abbas.
When I talk about just about we saw he's a very hardworking guy. Actually, we like him at AfriCell. Thank you, Happy, for coming around. You're part of the relationship we're going to create with the journalism community at AfriCell. He's a very hardworking guy, actually. I commend him. And you know the guys up there, like they love consistency, and We are giving out sponsorship to this guy because he's very hardworking and knows what he's very committed. I think you should appreciate him. Yeah. Yes, in this gift we have 2 smartphones. These are 4G smartphones. They have SIM cards inside there. We're going to load them with GBs. Like how many GBs do you think each winner should take? 9 GBs? Okay, we're going to have 9 GBs on each SIM card here. Then there is a MiFi as well. So you can try.
So in the last category, we have the best dressed lady and gentleman. And for the best dressed lady, the award goes to Olivia Nakane. And it is the cake cutting, so I would love to invite the lecturers. Please join us and the class representatives, plus of course the MCs.
Running out of breath, but
Zenzi byamaso omukwano yandage ekkubo simanyi gye ndaga n'olugendo lwawala n'atuuka buli bw'obulawo bange alwazizza omuwere nsula ntudde okutuusa bw'olidde emmeeme n'ogikkakkanye ntawanya obalimiraanye ebirowoozo bimumanyi lwendimulabako emitima girikya yanannaasako bw'omu nga yenze bulamu bwe gyali kimanya alibeera omubwati ng'asuubira munyomu anawanirira omutima gwange uno yono yoyo yeggwe ssuno omwoyo gwakalosa akasufu pambatira mperekera ontuuse alibeera omubwati n'onyoyo obalungi kombesa oyo wegonjewa ampeweeta muline nesumulula yansobola teryawakana ye busobozi obumpanguza embeera yonna